All right, I jumped outside once again because we're going to talk about the perfect hose. You know, maybe this time of the year you haven't really been thinking about your hose, but once you go in the shed and you take it out and you're like, this hose is so big and it's dirty, and then, you know, once we get into having to water all the time, you're going to start to go, you know what, I'm not going to put that back on the hose reel. It's too heavy, it's too dirty, and I'm tired of it pulling away from, you know, the spigot every time I pull on it. You need a Bernini. This is a new Bernini, 40 feet. It's a no-kink expanding metal hose with nozzle. It's actually 40 feet. When it's expanded, it claps to 25 feet. So it's easier. Oh, and you get that cool nozzle.
The garden gun nozzle,
the
yeah.
garden gun nozzle. 4 different colorways for you, and 3 easy pays at $13. That was kind of a cool hose storage thing. This is Christopher Joyce, who brings us inside, outside, all kinds of cool things. Christopher, these hoses will change everybody's life. They truly will. And I know that sounds silly.
No,
but
it's not.
You need a hose.
Well, here's the deal. You need a hose, and now that we're getting to garden season, you are needing a hose every single day. And to your point, it is so frustrating if you have one of those rubber hoses because
heavy.
They're big, they're bulky, they're
kink.
hard to maneuver, they kink.
You cannot unkink them.
But look what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
This is super flexible, tons of maneuverability. I call it spiralized stainless steel, 304 stainless steel. It's not going to rust. And even if it's cold outside, no worries. And lightweight. Literally, this weighs less than 4 pounds. Everything, that 40-foot hose. And the garden gun you talked about, this is really cool. I love this. So it allows you to attach it 2 different ways.
Okay.
You can attach it from the bottom.
Okay.
All right, from the base. Or you can attach it from the rear.
Stop it.
So think about this. You can get over the car and you're not scratching the car because you could actually take the hose and put it over your shoulder.
It's amazing.
But
I got to tell everybody the colors, so I'm going to sneak behind
Let's go for it.
if you don't mind.
Not at all.
Here's blue, because we want to get started on this. Here's blue. Here's red. Red already limited. Here's the green, and then that's the gray. Easy enough. Gray most popular. Literally, how much did we say this weighs? Less than 4 pounds.
Incredible. Because you know a rubber hose is a pain to maneuver and it's very heavy to lift. I'm going to step in front of you, excuse me, because I want to show you that this is truly a no kink. Truly, sincerely, no kink.
All right, and you have more than one attached.
All right, so I had, you hold that up for me?
Yeah, I will.
I had Kevin put knots in this, 28 knots. But yet, watch this.
Okay.
I'm able to turn it on. You have full pressure. Listen to that. I'm having to yell over it. You're not losing your pressure. You're getting full pressure. And you are never going to have a kink. And then this garden gun nozzle, watch this. It has infinite settings. You can go down to that soft spray for your bushes or for your potted plants. But then you can get that jet spray. You're hearing that against the pool. Everything in that infinite nozzle, and remember, it attaches in 2 different ways, but it's never going to kink. Put it this way, if we put 26 knots in it, you know it's not going to kink in your garden.
Yeah, if you put 1 knot in that green hose, forget it. That never comes back to life. I see you have more than one connected, 40 feet. Talk to me about that, because I know Bernini has a lot of different
Let's go over here. So this is a really good point. You're probably going to use it on a hose reel.
Yes.
And this makes it so easy to do, because unlike a traditional rubber hose, that is so difficult to put on a reel. You're having to stop. You're having to try to line it up. None of that. Here you're seeing it's not going to kink. It doesn't knot. It's easy to roll up. It's lightweight. It weighs less than 4 pounds. Perfect for people that are traveling or an RV. It's not going to get caught on rose bushes. And there you're seeing, no matter what we do,
we're trying to destroy it.
It's not going to puncture. It is truly weather resistant. And here's the interesting thing. You think metal, it's going to get hot, but actually it's designed to reflect the sun's rays, so it's not going to get hot. I know it's kind of counterintuitive, but that is exactly what happens. You see the sun rays bouncing off of it, so it's not like you're going to grab and go, oh, that's too hot. Not at all. In fact, the green
And then the water will not be hot when it comes out either. You don't have to worry about that.
Exactly.
What I do want to remember to tell you on this one is it's 40 feet, it's brand new, gray, green, blue, red, and it's $40, $13 to get it home. So get rid of those green hoses, put them out to the garbage. You don't want to have to deal with them. Your life will be so much easier. Remember, you probably need one in the front and one in the back.
Done.
300 300 hoses. Now, if you gave me that traditional green hose that we use for years, you know how hard that is to put on a hose reel. And you know when you walk that around, if it gets caught on a rose bush or if it gets caught on a corner, it gets a kink, and then you got to buy a new one or really struggle with it.
I mean, I didn't have to struggle with that. I easily put 2 together. Honestly, you could put 3 together.
Yeah, you still got room.
That's going to give you 120 feet. But I just love how easy it is to maneuver. What's really wonderful about this hose, it's fully featured, but also it's expandable. You talked about this. It expands to 40 feet, retracts to 25.
Okay, because there are a lot of wannabes out there, Christopher, on this hose in particular. So those of you who say, you know what, I had one and it rusted. It wasn't a Bernini.
Correct.
Please give this a try.
So take a look at this. I'm going to have Kevin turn this on. 1, 2, 3. And you can see it expand,
it's almost weird.
And now I'm going to release the pressure and watch. It retracts.
There you go.
Let's do that one more time. Kevin, you want to turn that on for me? So it expands to 40 feet.
Okay.
And then when he shuts it off and I use it and drain it,
it goes down to 25.
It goes back down to 25 feet.
Wow.
So I love the fact that we finally have a metal hose that retracts. We've had fabric ones in the past, but they always punctured. And I'm going to talk about that right now.
Okay, all right. Remember again, you get 4 colorways. You can add this to your pressure washer.
Yeah.
Here's how it works. That's what this nozzle is different.
I love this nozzle because it gives you 2 opportunities, 2 different positions to actually put your hose into it. So from the back, so as I said, if you're trying to get over a car, over something, or from the bottom. And here you're seeing this coupler. That is rated so it's not going to pull away from the hose bib on your house, which is really annoying. So you can see her pulling a regular hose, and that is the point at which it's going to break. With the Bernini 40-foot no-kink expanding metal hose, when she pulls on this, because of that unbelievable coupler that we've added to it, it is not going to come off all the way through and through. Exactly right. And then I love the fact that you don't have to worry about it puncturing. You're going to use this season after season after season. So I call this the most dangerous fence post in America. It is barbed wire, it is screws, it is nails. And you can see no matter what we drag it across, it is not braiding the hose, it is not ruining the hose. In fact, we're going to go over here to a bed of nails. So there's water running through this. If we punctured it, you would know. Take a look at this. What I love about this hose, I put in this bed of nails, I push it down, it's pushing the nails up, but yet it is not puncturing the hose. But yet, we still have water coming through it, and if it did puncture it, you would know it.
Look.
There you go. No problem at all. And this is the red. I love that red. And then that infinite spray nozzle, all the way down to that fine mist spray, and then to that power jet spray. With this metal hose, you are not losing any pressure at all.
500 already ordered.
Thank you.
The first nice day, do you really want to be in the big box store with everyone else that went, it's nice outside, I need to go buy this, that, and the other thing? Let us ship this to you. Let us do bill to, ship to. And there you can see again, it expands over 50%. So it's 40 feet long. It will collapse to 25 feet in length. It doesn't get hot. It doesn't rust because of the quality of the materials that they use. It's less than 4 pounds. You get not just a stupid little cheap nozzle on the end that somebody threw in just because they needed to. No, this is an adjustable fireman's nozzle as well. And it's $13 to get it home. So now you can replace both hoses if you want to. Now you can get a second or a third one so that you could put it on the hose reel and be comfortable. This is what you were talking about earlier.
Exactly, so you can put it over your shoulder or hold it in a different position than you typically would for a nozzle. It's just going to make your life easier depending on how you want to hold it, how you want to use it. But at the end of the day, I just love the fact that this is super maneuverable. You could never do this with a rubber hose. You're seeing it kind of slink across the ground. It's that spiralized stainless steel that's going to slink around the garden. You're not going to have to pull. You're not going to have to tug.
You're not going to be rebuying it halfway through the season because the other one's making you crazy. All right, we got 4 colors for you. We have blue. Here's your blue. We have the pretty red, and they're nice to. I love having something like this because if you lay it down.
And you find it in the garden, right?
And you can see it before the lawnmower finds it. Here's the green, and then there's the gray. Many of you are buying more than one because it makes sense. Housewarming gift. Let us do bill to, ship to. We can ship it to someone. You know, if someone is struggling, you show this, and I'm going to show how easily this is.
I'm showing you here that Kevin actually put 28 knots in this. This is truly a no-kink hose.
Up
Watch
to
this.
no good Kevin put 28 knots.
He did. He spent probably about a half hour doing that. But look at this. I could go cross, and I still have incredible pressure all the way to that swimming pool, even though we have all these knots. So if we have 28 knots, you know it's not going to kink.
I mean, here's the thing. Oh, no, I want to do it.
Show how easy it is to do.
Because I used to struggle with this all the time.
Right.
Look at Kevin over there making my life even harder. And here, you can see, you can attach them if you want to. But here's the beautiful thing about this, is you're going to be able to go ahead, let me stand on that thing, and you're going to be able to go ahead with one hand. It sort of rolls itself up.
Right.
So now it's not laying on the grass, killing the grass, killing the hose and everything else. This is a new version that you're getting today, and it's less than $40. $800 if you ordered at least one of these. Don't forget, you need one in the front and one in the back, most likely. And we can do bill to, ship to. Christopher, always so good to have you here. Thank you very, very much.
Appreciate it.
I like playing in the water. Works. All right.